Welcome and have a happy Sabbath.
And then Joseph's dad and his brothers and all their families moved to Egypt. Gift finished the amazing story excitedly. "Where did you learn that?" Joshua asked. He had never heard the story of Joseph and his brothers before. "It's in the Bible," Gift replied with a grin. "And if you come with me to the Adventist Youth Society programs, you can learn these stories too." Gift lived on the campus of Babcock University, not far from Joshua's hometown in Nigeria. Joshua was amazed at how many Bible stories Gift knew, and he wanted to learn them too. "We're having VBS in a few days," Gift said. "That's Vacation Bible School. They're going to teach us even more stories there. Do you want to come?" Joshua had been playing football with some of the kids at a Sunday exercise program, and he really liked it. They started each game with prayer and a story from the Bible, and the kids were nice to each other on the field. Since Joshua already knew some of them, he didn't feel shy about going to these VBS meetings with his new friends. He prayed about it and felt impressed to go. Gift was right. Joshua not only heard incredible stories from the Bible, but he also learned beautiful songs about God, did fun crafts, and made more great friends. Best of all, Joshua learned that Jesus loves him. At the end of VBS, Joshua decided he wanted to become a Seventh-day Adventist Christian. He was baptized 1 year ago. Now he wants to share his faith with his friends, just like Gift did for him. Joshua wants people to know about the Sabbath and that Jesus is coming back soon. So he invited his cousin Quayam and his friend Favor to VBS this year, and they came to every meeting. They enjoyed the Bible stories, crafts, and sports that make them healthy. They didn't know much about Jesus before, but now they know he loves and cares for them. Quayam isn't a Christian, but his parents support him going to church with Joshua. Most of Joshua's other friends are mean to him because he became a Seventh-day Adventist, and that really hurts. They don't want to talk about Jesus, so Joshua tries to share his faith through his character and how he acts, like always being cheerful. Joshua is very glad that his parents support him. His mother told him he could join the church, and she was happy he did. Some of the kids he's shared his faith with are thinking about coming to church. This makes Joshua very excited. Many of the young people in his town have been impacted by the Adventist Youth Ministry at Babcock University. There are many kids who don't go to church, and the programs have helped them in a lot of ways. They've made a real difference in Joshua's life, and now he wants to help his neighbors too, especially the older ones. He likes to carry their bags for them, greet them kindly, and show them respect, just like Jesus would. VBS changed his life. Joshua felt so happy when he learned Jesus loves him. Before, he kept hard things to himself and tried to be strong enough on his own. But now that Joshua knows Jesus cares for him, he's let go of those things and trusts Jesus to help him be strong. Jesus set him free.
I will lift my eyes to the hills and there not sleep, no, never slumber. He's there, oh, for me.
Every day I read my Bible, heroes strong and mighty. Other heroes, young and able, were kids just like me. Though I may be small, I am standing tall. Jesus is with me. God made me for this, to make a big difference with my life today, even in small ways. La 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 la. La 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 la. Every day I read my Bible, heroes strong and mighty. Other heroes, young and able, were kids just like me. Though I may be small, I am standing tall. Jesus is with me. God made me for this, to make a big difference with my life today, even in small ways. Though I may be small, I am standing tall. Jesus is with me. God made me for this, to make a big difference with my life today, even in small ways. La 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 la. La 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 la
Good morning. Have you ever had to give a talk in front of your class or read something in church? Imagine that you had to stand in front of an angry mob and tell them why you love Jesus. How do you think you would feel? Would you trust that God would let you know what to say? Let's find out what Paul did when it happened to him. Paul's last missionary trip had come to an end. He had reached Jerusalem at Passover time. The first morning, Paul and his fellow travelers reported to James and the other elders. They wanted to share the good news of God's blessing on their work in the many cities they had visited. They also had offerings from the believers in those cities to help the work in Jerusalem. One day, as Paul was visiting in the temple, some Jews from another city recognized him. "Men of Israel," they shouted, "help! This is the man who talks against the people of Israel, the law, and the temple. He does it everywhere he goes. He has even brought Gentiles into the temple to defile it." A crowd gathered quickly. Angry hands dragged Paul out of the temple. The crowd grew angrier and angrier as they hauled Paul away as if to stone him. They drew the attention of the Roman guards, who rushed to find out what was happening. As the Roman soldiers got close to Paul, the people drew back from him. The captain ordered the soldiers to carry Paul to the Roman headquarters until he could figure out what was going on. "May I speak to you?" Paul spoke calmly and politely to the captain in perfect Greek. The captain replied with surprise, "Aren't you that Egyptian terrorist who took 4,000 men out into the desert to overthrow the government?" "No," Paul smiled. "I am a Jew from the well-respected city of Tarsus in Cilicia. Could I please speak to the people outside?" The captain, surprised, granted his request, and they stopped on the stairs. Paul turned toward the crowd. The people started to quiet. Paul now spoke in Aramaic to the people who had been trying to kill him. "I am a fellow Jew," he began. "I was educated right here in Jerusalem. I am a member of the Sanhedrin and persecuted the followers of Jesus." He told them how he had been converted, how his own proud heart had been won by the crucified Messiah. There was a power to the story of his personal experience. The people listened to this key witness for Jesus. Paul continued with the story. When he finally got to the place where God had given him a vision to take the message about the Messiah to the Gentiles, the listening Jews erupted. "Take him away! Kill him! He doesn't deserve to live!" they screamed. The surprised Roman captain ordered the soldiers to take Paul up the stairs to safety. Three, two, one. The surprised Roman captain ordered the soldiers to take Paul up the stairs and beat him until they could find out what he had done. Almost instantly, the soldiers had Paul upstairs, stripped him from the waist up, tied to posts, and ready to be flogged. Paul got the attention of the centurion. "Isn't it against the law for you to flog a Roman citizen who hasn't been accused of a crime?" he asked politely. "Stop!" cried the centurion, running for the captain. "This man says he's a Roman citizen. We'd better be careful what we do to him." The captain joined the centurion and returned to where Paul was tied. "Are you really a Roman citizen?" he asked. "Yes, I am," replied Paul. "It cost me a lot of money to buy my citizenship," the captain confided as he handed Paul back his robe. "I was born a citizen," Paul answered. The captain called a guard and said, "Remove these ropes and show him to one of the rooms downstairs. I've got to find out what this is all about." Alone in a guarded room, Paul thought over the events that had taken place since he had arrived back in Jerusalem. He didn't know exactly how this would turn out in the end, but he was glad that once again, God had given him an opportunity to share his story with so many different people. He knew that what God had done for him had made him a key witness of God's goodness in sending Jesus as the Messiah. He would continue to testify about God's grace as long as he could, in Aramaic, in Greek, and in chains if necessary.
Hi, my name is Preston and we're going to be making a microphone. First, you're going to need a pen or a pencil. You're going to need scissors, glue, two paper... Oh, it's okay. You're going to need scissors, glue, two toilet paper rolls or one paper towel roll, 3 colored papers, and 1 pencil or pen. And also you're going to need something circular. I'm going to take my cap off, but you don't have to take yours off. You're going to move this to the side. So you're going to need probably a small plate. So I drew 2 semicircles. Wrap it up around the side like this. Straight line. And then this around like that. So now I'm cutting the circles that I made. So now you wrap this up. So you have to make it really skinny like that. And these parts. On this side. Other one on this side. Let it set for a little bit. Da-da-da! Remember to testify about Jesus.